out there, anywhere, find me with a smile. Brown hair, the shortest there, find me. Won't take a while. 'Cause I'm down easy, exactly as you like. Headphones, Scarlet, and a 414. I'll be alright. I'll be alright. Don't need no online social activity to keep me on her mind. Oh no. In between maybes, daydreams, and ladies, I'm sure I'll find the time. Yeah, I'll find the time for you to put my cringy in an MP3 and send it to her at night. Oh, oh, oh. 'Cause you know you change, but love will stay the same. Oh, love will stay the same. Yeah, love will stay the same. And when you go, love can bring you home. Oh, love will bring you home. Oh, love will bring you home.
Hello.
I wanna take you out. I wanna take you with me in my suitcase. I left some space. We'll go to London town. You can meet my best friends, I know you'll love them. They laugh as if it's nothing. But all the things I wanna do don't mean shit when you just leave me on red. You just leave me on red. You just leave me on red.
How's everybody doing? What you up to? How's your evening? Good evening. Hope you're all doing well. Great to see you again. I've got loads of fun things that we can have a look at this live stream, but I'm gonna forget all of them, so I'm gonna write them into a list. Because there's a lot of cool stuff that we can discuss. I don't know if you can hear me, maybe the audio is loud. I'll turn that lower. Wow, great to see some people in here. Amazing. Bonjour, ça va? This is a brutally sad song. Nah, it's not brutally sad. It's a bit sad though. Okay, before I forget, I'm gonna make my list. I'm ready. I have my tea. I've got everything except for the list. So, things I want to go through this live stream. First, we have the stream teams challenge that I have to discuss. Then there's a few other things. Bah, je parle pas beaucoup de français, mais je suis en train d'apprendre plus. Good day, have a great evening. Yeah, it's been a good day for me. I'm happy to release this song finally. Okay, so, before I forget, stream teams, stay the same, lyric video, we can look at that, stay the same, drums, stay the same, mixing and delays, stay the same. I'll just do just put prod. YouTube videos. I would love to discuss with you guys what kind of YouTube videos I should be making moving forward, and what kind, if there are requests. So, okay, I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna click back over to here where you can see this beautiful infinite looping zoom animation, and we should get right into it. So today at 9 a.m. in the morning, Stay the Same came out, which is, I think, the 5th or 6th single. I've lost count. Let me see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's the 5th single from the album, the 6th single if we include Pick Up. And I really love this one. I'm a really big fan. I'm really happy in how it turned out. In terms of the recording and production process, it was one of the cleanest, it was great. It was really fun. Only song that has congas. It was really fun to add congas to this. So yeah. Damn, your sub count is growing quick. I don't know how this suddenly started happening, but the 4-track video has gone on a lot more views over the past week. I think YouTube has suddenly decided that it's good and they want to show it to more people, and of course I'm very happy with that. The more people that see that video, the better. I'm really happy that, it interests people. And that's also really reminded me that it would be great to make more videos like that. That's really the only video of that kind that I've made on this channel. And to make videos exploring more like production techniques or songwriting or just the music producing process. I love that. It's very encouraging to see that that's finally catching on, after a year on YouTube. So yeah, let me first get into one of the very exciting things, which is the Discord community and the Stream Teams challenge. So, for those from YouTube that haven't seen this or are not in the Discord community, we have a Discord community. We have the Mandelbro Discord that we set up about a week ago now, and it is, well, I'm attempting to build more of a real community that I can engage with, and a community that can engage with each other. And the Discord has been the main place for me to do that. So we have channels for, let's say, music recommendations. People come in and they can recommend music, and they can just share their music tastes. And I've already gotten pretty cool recommendations from there, which is quite exciting. There's also a channel for music making, which is even cooler, where people are dropping in their own projects that they're working on, things that they're recording, getting some feedback on it. And there's some, it's really cool to see what people are making. There's some really good stuff in here. So that's so cool. If you're making music yourself, then I implore you to join the Discord and to share what you're doing, because I think this is a great place to share it. Furthermore, in the Discord community, I want to make an effort to be doing challenges, competitions, activities that you can do as in the community. And the first one that we've started doing is something that I call the Stream Teams. And what we've done is we've broken up the community into 4 teams that are competing on who can stream the Mandelbro music the most in the next 2 weeks. Now there's about 9 days remaining, and the teams have given themselves names. We have the Concrete Gang. Let me go to, I think it's in general somewhere. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Yeah, we have these teams. We have the Concrete Gang. We have Noodle Barbecue Salad, The Elite, and Always More Bullshit. How does this work? So I built a little app that, let's see if I can show that. How can I best show that? Well, the app doesn't really look like much, but you just connect your Spotify to your team, and every time you stream any of these songs on Spotify, it adds to the score of the team. So let me... and so far, none of the teams know what each other's scores are. They're all in the dark. They've been going it alone. And it is time to reveal how far all of these teams have gotten and who is currently in first place. So there are 9 days remaining. We have until Sunday to find the victor. The team that wins, it's also worth noting, will get a special tape, because my whole channel is themed around tape now. That's like the main common thing. I have ordered from a tape manufacturer 50 empty cassette tapes. This is just a different cassette tape because I don't have them yet. But I ordered 50 empty cassette tapes that I'm going to, by hand, record the entire album onto. The album that I want to release, One-itis, which is coming out in about 2 months. And the team that wins in this challenge, every member will receive one of those tapes before the album comes out. Super exclusive. A nice little thank you for their support. And in addition to getting this tape, I'm also offering them to join me in a Zoom call, and we make the team's victory anthem. We're going to make some kind of song honoring the team that wins, dissing on all of the other teams, whatever it may be, and we'll put that on YouTube. So that's the challenge. Those are the prizes. It's time to show you guys how far we've gotten. I see some Noodle Barbecue people in the chat. I see Concrete Gang. I'm excited to show you what's up. So first, I'm going to check myself what the scores are, and I'm going to read them out. So, in last place right now, in 4th place, is, with 511 streams, is The Elite group. Green, The Elite. 4th place. You guys have picked the wrong name. Because right now, you have to prove yourself, because right now you are not the elite team. Sadly. In 3rd place, we have Concrete Gang, with 1,076 streams total. So Concrete Gang, you're in the thousands mark. That's incredible. You are almost double. You are double the amount of the elite. So the elite really have some catching up to do. I don't know where you guys are at. I don't know why you're doing this. I hate to break it to you, but you need to get your game on. You need to start. You need to crank those numbers up. In 2nd place right now. So the elite in 4th place. Concrete Gang, 3rd place. In 2nd place, we have Always More Bullshit, with 1,522 streams. This is crazy to me. Like, we've been doing this for maybe 5 days already. Like, that's... Anyway, 1,522 streams, Always More Bullshit. Congratulations, that is a crazy number. And that leaves us with, in 1st place, Noodle Barbecue Salad, with 1,669 streams. Crazy. but also not that far ahead of Always More Bullshit. So Always More Bullshit is really, you know, close. It's close here. Let me switch over to a view where we can get the scores in the corner now. And these will be updating live. So you can see them, you'll be able to see them change. But that is the state of things as it is right now in the Stream Teams streaming competition. I don't know, this whole thing is so fun and so surreal to me. The fact that I just made this app that tracks streaming counts and we built these whole teams around it, I'm very excited about it. There are 9 days left. I'm not completely exact with the number, but there's it ends on Sunday at 8 p.m. Not this Sunday, but the Sunday after. So there's quite a while to go, and a lot can change in 9 days. And also, because many people on YouTube here may not have seen this before, you can join the Discord and join one of these teams and help one of them out. I would especially love to see the elite rise up as some kind of underdog and take first place. So crazy things like that could happen. I wonder if they will. So there you have it. That's the progress of the stream teams. I'm gonna keep this up. Where is it? There. I'm gonna keep up the scores for the rest of the stream so you can see them update. But yeah, that's a little bit of fun that we're doing in the community. I thought I'd share. Let me switch to just maybe the camera for now. Yeah, what do you guys think about that? Let me check for some of the comments here. Maybe I'll do that over on this side. What are you guys saying? What are you guys saying? How's it going? I'm so excited. Can you see how much streams belong to every person? I can see that. It's somewhere in the database. But I'm not showing it right now. Maybe that's an enhancement we can do. Because I think there are just a small amount, maybe 1 or 2 people in each team that are cranking out all the streams. If it was a true group effort, there are like 5 or 6 people in every team. If it was a true group effort, I think these numbers would be a lot higher. So we'll see. It really depends. But yeah, I do know which people, how much every person is streamed. I also know how much every song has been streamed. But right now, the only thing I've like programmed up to show is the totals for all of the teams, and these update like maybe every 5 minutes. So you have to wait a little bit after you stream the song to see it change in your team. But there you go. My mom introduced me to your set. There's a captive audience on the back porch here in Atlanta. Keep getting funky. What? There's a captive audience on the back porch in Atlanta. That is insane. Wow. Much appreciated. That's so cool that there are people from all over the place. Yeah, not much I can. That's kind of crazy to me. Press F in the chat to pay respect for the elite. Yeah, F's in the chat, guys. F's in the chat. The elite in losing is a feasible change. Yeah, the elites for some reason are at the bottom. This is very unusual. It's breaking all social expectations. It's another point of seeing, a name. You can't really some names need to be earned, and I think they named themselves a bit too soon there, or they will really have to prove themselves in Act 3. So anyway, I have a playlist of Just Stay the Same 20 times. That's the trick. That's how you do it. So, moving on from there, I'm gonna go straight into the song that's been released and having a look into it. This is like a product of love for me, or a product of passion. How do we get to the Discord? Good question. There is how do I link to this in the easiest possible way? I'll link it, just an invite in the chat for now, but you should be able to find it also from the video called 1 million in 12 weeks. It should be in the description there, but I will send an invite right now into the live chat so you guys can join. Expires never. Generate a new link. There we go. Yeah, it's on my Instagram. There you go. That's the fastest way to get there. But yeah, please join the Discord. Either if you want to be part of the challenge, but even if you don't, no worries. Please join nonetheless to share some of the music that you listen to, and to see some of the music that's being made in the community. I think it's very cool. I've had a blast just like logging into that every couple, once in a while, every day, seeing what's going on. It's very fun. So, join the Discord. Anyways, we've got a few more streams on all of the groups. That's cool, guys. Keep it up. Keep it up. Let's have a look at the song, okay? So, I think it's important to tell the cap of the teams. The teams do need a captain. Every team should have a captain. I will discuss this in the Discord afterwards, but I agree. People need some direction. The elites especially will need a leader right now, a strong leader in these trying times. So, let's have a quick peek at Stay the Same. Let me switch over back to this and have a look at the song. So I really want to run it a bit by ear, by what you guys are interested in. Let me put the chat back up over here so that I can always have it open. There are many things we can explore. I think there's a lot of fun stuff happening in the song, and also a lot of fun stuff happening simply in the lyric video that I've put together this week, that we can discuss. That's interesting. First off, maybe we want to just run through the whole song and understand all of the things that went into it, and I can give you a little commentary, and I'll do that with the lyric video here. Let me put on my headphones. Cap on the team. Yeah. If you want to make 4 dictatorships, I'm down. Cap, yeah. That's also fair. How do we join a team, and how do our streams go to the count? Do we need the same email account for both? It's not done based on email. There's an app that connects to your Spotify, and it will then, when you give it permission, it will be able to see how many times you stream things. And it will start counting from the moment you connect, not before. In the Discord, I can send everybody invites. Just send me a DM or best way to do it is join the Discord, send me a direct message, or just send a message in general saying like, hey, I want to join a team, and maybe some of the people in the teams will try and sneak in and get you to sign up to their team. Whatever happens. Like, it's all open. If you ask me, I'll put you into a random team. But otherwise, you might find some people from the teams that are trying to sneakily get some more members. So just join the Discord, and we'll go from there. So let's have a look at this song, right? So we start with this zoom out sequence. We get the drums, played by Paul Rouet, and bass comes in. Simple bass pattern repeats throughout the entire song with only a couple variations. Okay, we got some piano, and we have some harmonies. Verse 1. We break down to something much simpler again. We just have the bass, drums, vocals. I think this is an example of a song that's like pure simplicity. Like it's broken down. It's not complicated. It's not trying to be maximalist. It's trying to just create a groove, stick to it. An organ has been added,
as you like,
and an e-piano.
as you like, babe. Won't be needy, just call me. I don't bite. You know it's right, babe. 'Cause you know you change.
Chorus.
But love will stay the same. And when you go,
Those harmonies in the intro are back in the
love
chorus,
can bring you home.
but there's more of them now. Here comes the best part.
With some headphones,
Congas,
Scarlet,
triangle,
and a
shakers.
414. I'll be
Back to the
alright.
groove. All of the other harmony stuff is gone. Bass, drums, percussions.
Don't need no online social activity to keep me on her mind.
Oh no!
In between babies, daydreams, and ladies, I'm sure I'll find the time. Yeah, I'll find the time for you to put my cringy poetry in an MP3 and send it to her at night. Oh, oh, oh. 'Cause you know you change, but love will stay the same. Oh, love will stay the same. Yeah,
Second
love will
chorus.
stay the same. And when you go,
Way more vocals in the second chorus.
love can bring you home. Oh, love will bring you home. Oh, love will bring you home.
Outro. Just drums and keys. There's some interesting chords in here that I can show you. Slowly resolving. We're going somewhere else. How do we get back to the beginning? Ah. Home. And then there's this weird sound effect at the end that I can also tell you about. It's also a fun story. Glad that you like the outro. Pedro is also asking, are these the same drums as your usual intro? No. The drums from the intro that I use, so I've got a couple things that I've collected over the course of the year that I call my musical cues, which includes the CR78 beat. That's like part of many videos that I do. Super simple. And we have Philip drum loop. This is with Philip, who mixed and mastered Stay the Same. And he mixed and mastered all of the songs on the album. And he performed the congas in Stay the Same. He's as a musician, he's a drummer, and we've sat down. At some point, he visited France, and we recorded a couple things in a studio. I got him into a drum recording session, and I found this one sample that I like to use in the videos, which is the one you're referring to, I think. So no, these are not the same. Now, there's a few things we can do here. I think the best thing we can try... So if I go to album, all of the projects related to the album, somewhere I should have... Well, there are 2 stay the sames in here. Is that the only stay the same? Yeah, it must be one of these. Let's have a look at it if it's this one. Oh, not found. Too bad, too bad, too bad, too bad. Oh geez. Hasn't found anything. Not a good sign. I haven't opened this project in a while. So, okay, it seems like it's still all there. Maybe I don't want to do a backup right now. So if we open up, we have the drums, we have bass. So this is unmixed. Ah! I see a problem with my audio. It is not actually stereo. Damn. That sucks. Let me fix my audio. You guys are getting a really weird... Not supposed to be like that. Okay, almost done. Okay, let's play this again. Okay, so these are the raw recordings. Not particularly nice sounding. Like a lot happened in the mix sessions where Philip really brought out great drum sound. But this is the original Logic project. And all the vocals are missing. So, okay, let's try opening the other one. Perhaps we'll have less issues. If we go through the Lacy... What are people saying? The outro is so good. Cheers. Microphone looks stereo. Yeah, but there was something weird, like one of the inputs that was supposed to be all the way on the left was in the center. But here it should be good now. Yeah, okay, this is better. So we can find... This is quite a messy project, actually. But we have the bass, which doesn't sound too bad, actually. We have some reverb on there. We have this Rhodes.
Out there, anywhere, find me with a smile.
So it's all super simple. This version doesn't have the congas in it yet.
There, find me.
So, okay, let me explain a bit of my process. This is pretty much the final version of my Logic project with my mix that I then brought to Philip. I went to Taiwan in the beginning of 2020, a year ago now, and I brought him this whole album, all of these recordings, and we sat down and we mixed all of them properly. And the process there was, I would prepare all of the tracks, and then give him those tracks, and we brought them into Pro Tools and we would mix them. During that time in Taiwan, we also added the congas, and so they're not in this project. But there's nonetheless still some fun stuff to explore. For example, that outro there.
Love will bring you home.
Vintage vibe, electric piano. what if you added a cymbal after the bass? Where do you mean? What kind of cymbal? There are cymbals in the drum recording. I don't know if I follow. Let's have a look at the what do you call that? I had the preparation of the stems. One-itis edits. Or actually, let me go into the stems, the final stems from the mix, and let's have a look at those, because then we can have a bit of a look at the what came out of the mix sessions just before the mastering, which I should have somewhere. Files, always more files. One-itis stems stay the same. So, we have some weird effects. Just put a super rough limiter on this. What are the kinds of things that we did during the mix session? What did we do with Philip? Well, first he did a hell of a lot of work on the drums to make them sound good. So we started out essentially with kick microphone, snare microphone, 2 overheads, and each of those tracks was processed individually to make them sound as good as possible. I think another thing we did, I'm not sure, the kick may have been replaced by a MIDI kick to give it a better sound. And so we go through the whole song and we find exactly where the kicks are, and we replace them with a MIDI kick. And I think what also happened is we removed as much of the kick as possible from other tracks, like from the snare track, so that they're more separated and we can process them separately. And there's a bit of reverb, there's some compression going on. So what else is happening? So these keys, if you notice, there's some delay now. There's like, it jumps left and right, and there's an echo going on. That was using the space echo that they had in the studio, which is like super cool. Yeah, this thing, oh my god, coolest thing I've ever touched. It's a tape echo module that they had, and it could make loads of crazy sounds. And it's like, what it is, it's just, you got a tape on the inside, it's recording stuff onto the tape, and there's a write head. You've got tape moving like this. There's a write head and there's a read head, and whatever it writes onto the tape, it reads out just a fraction of a second later. And depending on how fast the tape goes, you get a different delay speed. And you can then also do feedback, like whatever it reads, it can write back onto it, so you get multiple delays. Beautiful device. And I have some videos of us fooling around with that, which I'd want to show you. Stay the same. Mixing STS. Oh, so much stuff. We filmed a lot of stuff. Yeah, here we go. So, take 3, working on delay stuff. So here we are in Taiwan, in Saturday Studios. And we get this beautiful thing. that they had at the studio. And first thing we were doing, even though we didn't want to put any delay on the drums, first thing we did is start throwing drums into it and seeing what that sounded like. It was so fun.
You should leave it like right where it is. But what the fuck's
What, the settings?
Yeah.
Where is it coming in? We're trying to still figure out how the thing works, but eventually we get some crazy sounds out of it, and here you can see us like tracking it, and we listen back. But then we went through. We recorded the whole drum take into the tape echo, back into the software, and listen to this ending. Doesn't really sound good.
Oh no! I wanted to record it.
Do it again. Go, just record. That's the discovery that we made on these tape echo machines. Is like, because there's noise on the tape, when you put the feedback up to like 100 or to past 100, it will start getting random noise on the tape and amplifying it and putting it back on the tape, and you get these weird sounds. And so for like the next 20 minutes, we're just trying to make the weirdest sounds. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Do you want a longer tail on that? Really fun. And I think there's one that we did that was very pretty at the end. I don't know when we came up with that. You see, it's great to have these mix sessions. Like, these were such a valuable like learning experience for me, to sit next to someone who's gone to school for music production and for engineering, and who's got a lot of experience engineering and mixing tracks, to be able to sit there for the whole day and see my music get transformed into something that sounds better, and seeing how to manipulate recordings to make them sonically the best they can be. It's great. I also learned a lot more about like what were the pitfalls in my recording, because everything I do is super DIY, and it's kind of in this song I wrote, like, the lyrics are about how it's already DIY. Like I say, just need some headphones, Scarlett. Let's see if I got my Scarlett. This is what I produced the whole album on. Headphones, Scarlett, and a 414 is all I need. Which is true, because it is all I need. It's all I've needed for a long time. And I started producing these songs before I had speakers. I would make all of the songs on headphones. At some point my friend was like, hey, I have some speakers, do you want them? It feels like you could probably use them better, I'm not using them. And he came around to my place and gave me his speakers. And he was like, can you do a demo? Can you do a production demo? Like, make something right now. And that is when we made Stay the Same. I got these brand new speakers from him. They weren't brand new, they were kind of shitty. The tweeter on one of them was broken, so the frequencies were all off. But that's what I made the whole album on. Fortunately, I went to an actual good studio with good speakers, with a good engineer to mix it. But for the whole production process, it was very, very DIY. What I was going to say is that during this experience of mixing it, I also learned what I did right and what I did wrong in the recording process. One thing I've learned is that these microphones that I've been using for virtually everything, these AKG C414s, I got them, I think, 5 years ago, and a matched pair. So I have two of them that I use to record piano, I use to record the overheads on drums, I use it to record guitars, I use it to record vocals, I use it to record saxophone, everything. Everything I record with those microphones. They're incredibly versatile microphones. However, they're also they're rough for my voice. I've had experience recording for other people where it actually accentuated their voice in a very nice way, and it did a good thing. But I found that I assumed kind of you can fix everything in the mix. You can, by EQing, you can make a mic sound good and a vocal recording sound good. And I did notice the biggest point of friction in making this album was that whatever we wanted to do to those vocals, whatever we tried to do processing those vocal recordings, there's a harshness to them. That's kind of a harshness in my voice that is emphasized or brought out by, accentuated by the microphones. So then I finally realized, when people are always going on about like what the best microphone is and why you need a different type or a specific kind, I finally realized why that is. Because for a very long time I was very naive about that, or ignorant of it. My approach is always like, if you can do it with whatever you have, then just do it with whatever you have. Who cares? Who cares what microphone you have to make it? And I still believe in that, but I also know, like, going forward, I would like to try and find a microphone that has a smoother response to my voice. So, interesting stuff. That's stuff that I learned in the mixing process. Like, okay, the microphones you choose are important. The way I mic'd things are important. And even things like the preamps are important. Which preamps I use, which audio interface I use. So I'm learning a lot of cool things, and I learned a lot of cool things from that session. Am I getting the Neumann TLM 103? Maybe something like that. I've been looking at the Warm Audio microphones. Maybe getting like the U87. I think that's it. The U87. U47. I have to do some looking around for something that sounds good. I don't want to like, you have these very special microphones that make the vocal performance very warm, and I don't necessarily want that. I don't necessarily want it to be super warm and kind of like the soft smoothness, because that might be harder to mix. Like, you do want it to, like, you want it to stick out of the mix and be upfront, but not grating. And I think if you listen through all of the songs that I've already published of One-itis, you will find that some of those vocals are a bit harsher than they could be. Like, there's always room for improvement, but that's one of the things I wanted to kind of emphasize. Before I get so sidetracked on things, let me find the last few recordings here where we were making weird delay sounds. And see,
do you want to, or you don't like that?
I like it. You should make it longer. Try another one. Yeah. Try it again.
Wait, let me. Okay, I'll do that.
So there are two parameters that I'm changing. You have the feedback that I knock up all the way at the top, let it go as big as possible, and then turn it down. And I also have the speed of the tape, which will change the pitch, that I slowed down. I haven't heard the best things about Warm Audio. Check again. The reviews I've seen of people looking at these microphones are suggesting that they are very close to the microphones that they're emulating. How expensive is the Neumann TLM 103? It might be very nice. If Billie Eilish recorded her, but this is my point. This is where it gets really complicated. Even these microphones, the 414s, I've recorded other people's voices on this, and it worked really well. They had it really captured their voice in a nice way, smooth, upfront, everything you wanted. It's a great mic. It works, but it doesn't quite work for my voice. If I'm gonna buy a microphone, because Billie Eilish sounds really good on it, I may end up experiencing a microphone that it might not work for me, because my voice is not necessarily Billie Eilish's voice. So the best case scenario would be that I go to a studio somewhere and I book a session and I get all of their microphones and just record on all of them. Whichever is the best, I can maybe buy a copy buy one of those. But we'll see. Like, microphones, it's kind of fun. It's a fun thing to explore, and it does kind of matter if that's your thing. Hi man, I just saw your 424 tape recorder and I really enjoyed it. I really liked your personality and talent. I wish you the best on your endeavors. Thank you so much. Thank you for discovering that video and enjoying it. That was such a fun thing for me to make, and that's actually one thing in the chat. If you're interested in discussing that, what are some other topics that you're interested in or that you might want to see me explore? TLM is around $900 to $1,000. Yeah, that's quite high. That's pretty high for a mic. But I've spent more than that on this whole making this whole album. Like I do care a lot about the music I'm making and making it sound good. So I might be willing to put that money in if I can save up for it. Anyway, are there any more recordings we did? You hear that? That's the one. That's it. There. So let's see if we can find it again.
Yeah. Try it again.
Here. Wait, let me. Okay, I'll do that. Just that first snippet there, that's the intro. Let me get back to, let's go over here. There you go. So the random tape sounds were a fun addition that we discovered during the mixing process. If ever you get the chance to play around with old tape gear, you should. Here's another part that I think. Ooh, that one's nice. That one's really nice. I must make that later. When was that?
That one's kind of cool. Right.
Oh, wow. So we must be putting some initial click or sound in.
Fuck.
To
Let me try
recording.
again.
I don't know where that came from. Yeah.
Oh, this sounds really cool.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I'm using.
Dude. I love it. This one came out really sick.
Okay, let me do one more.
But yeah, so much fun. Yeah, I'm using RME. I've got an RME Fireface, which was the first. Like, I've been using the Focusrite for like 10 years, or I don't know when I got it. For like 200 quid I got it, and I've upgraded this year, and it's been very good so far. I've really enjoyed it. Right. What else can I show you guys? I have the keyboard in front of me here, so we can play some of the harmony and look at some of the composing of the song. If you want. LA, what was it? LA, wow, that's, let me get rid of that limiter. Let me make the little scores a bit smaller. Wow, noodle barbecue salad at 1,700. Always more bullshit, almost at 1,600. That's crazy, guys. You guys are insane. And the Elite is slowly catching up. I'm seeing a few more streams. That's good. That's good. Keep it up, guys. In terms, like, the whole song is super simple. That's it's essentially just 2-3 chords. We have B flat major 7. Then we go up to B minor 7. And then here I'm playing like a C suspended 4. Like a sad version of the song. Out there, anywhere, find me without a smile. Brown hair, the shortest there, find me. Won't take a while. Down easy, exactly as you like, babe. Won't be needy, just call me. I don't bite. What was it again? Yeah. You could do something crazy like, 'cause you know you. Go, but love will take you. Whoa, I can't go that low. I'll play it here. I need more keys. 'Cause when you go, your love can take you home. And when you change, love can bring you home. Yeah, that's a fun song. It's a very fun song. We also have that outro. What's up? Thank you. This was so good. My pleasure, guys. My pleasure. Keyscape sounds like butter, but the cost is high. It is, well, you were just, don't get me, like, you were just talking about getting a TLM microphone that is costing around $1,000. And for $300, you can get all of the most amazing e-piano and piano sound in the world. This is a steal. Like I do not have many plugins, but this is probably my favorite plugin. Like, it's got so much cool shit. Like, you can oh. I don't know, whatever. Like, I need easy free software for my audio interface to basically play guitar with an online amplifier and to record it. Can you help me out? Oh. You can always try Audacity, but Audacity kind of sucks. I heard that Reaper is kind of free. I've heard this. I don't know exactly. Did you quote "Leave Me on Red" for a moment? Or was that just me? I did not. I'm like the. "Leave Me on Red" is more like. And then it's just all 2-5-1s for the rest of the song. Isn't that great? Like, that is totally worth the money. Totally. Oh, it's so like... I'm also a big fan of Wolfpack, so I'm like very into e-pianos. I love their sound. The chorusy ones are like... Where's the really cool chorus? There's some great ones. I think it's this one and then like Crunch or Warm. Chorus. Oh, these. Oh my god. Fantastic, guys. I am half Irish. Correct. I don't know how you spotted that. Okay, so we can go down this rabbit hole forever. That's not necessarily what I want to do. But let me show you another favorite thing from this song, which is recording the drums. These are by far the best drum recording, like the best sound I've gotten out of doing drum recordings so far in my very long career of about 2 years of making music. But I do a lot of drum recordings. It's one of the things that I really like to do. So I was quite happy when I got this. So let's have a look at maybe I can just go from the projects. I feel like the live stream really hates it whenever I open Premiere. It, like, really hates me. But we'll try it. Please play Misty by Errol Gardner if you can. I used to be able to play that, but I kind of forgot. How do you play that? It's a great song. Oh, come on. Okay, never mind. I'll just show you the video. Wait, does it work? What? Okay. Weird stuff. Oh, It crashed. Okay, great. So that's not happening. We can at least look at the source material. This is Paul, my friend and drummer, incredibly talented dude. Let me switch over to make him as big as possible. There we go. Let me remove that for now. So, what's going on with Paul? Well, I put him down. This is the first time we were in the studio. There was no space at the normal studio that we go to, and we went in, like, it was a very tiny place, and we went down the stairs into this underground studio thing, and it was filled with gear, but like not useful gear, like really old random gear, and it was super warm, and it smelled a bit weird, and the whole thing had a very, like, this is really DIY feel. There was no real, it was just being like a studio that people were using without much care. But whatever it was, there was some drummer that was going there and rehearsing that had a good kit and had prepared it in a great way. And there's something about weird spaces filled with stuff, but they sound really good. I don't know why that is, but we sat down. Paul, I think, had about 3 hours of sleep the last night. He was very tired. But, yeah, here he is. So, we're practicing the song.
You did well to buy it.
I know. This is a word of advice. If you want, if you don't have money to pay your musicians when you record them, figure out what their favorite drink is, and give them the drink at the beginning of the session. And for Paul, this works most times. At the end of this session, he got very tired of my attitude of always wanting more takes. But if I hadn't brought that drink, I don't know how happy he would have been. So treat your musicians well. Give them a nice drink. Paul, as it so happens, really likes San Pellegrino, and the specific one. What's the specific one? I don't know exactly the version that he's got there.
It's a good choice. I'll copy you.
Oh, check your ears.
Let's see if we can find. There's another one fun thing that I want to show you. Isn't he just amazing? He's just like, he's hilarious. He's so good. Yeah. One thing, rule, recording drums, one thing you gotta do, once you finish your take, shut the fuck up. Be quiet for at least 10 seconds. Let the cymbals fade so that, you want to get the perfect recording. Be quiet after the take. What does Paul do? You hear the cymbals. I'm like, don't make a sound. Why?
Motherfucker. You couldn't. Just wait for the crash to fizzle out.
Anyway, it didn't matter in the end. I cut that one. But he has a tendency of adding little sounds at the end of takes. For example, with Loser, he added the scream at the end. But we kept that one in because that's kind of fun. Him listening very, very seriously to the take. My favorite thing is to watch the videos of people. It's great. It's like after each take, everyone in the room is wearing headphones and like, no, yeah, and there's like everyone's just like, what? It's funny.
Yeah.
I love that. And he's so happy about like where he put the snare and shit. It was really, it was quite a good session. We were pretty happy with that. And then I was like, hey, oh yeah, you can see a tiny bit of this space when we move the camera. I was trying to figure out the chords for the ending.
This is me figuring out chords.
Yeah. What's the second chord? So there's a lot of stuff.
It's 15?
Yeah, 35.
Those speakers are horrible. I don't know if they've still got
This
those.
is really what, 1.8?
Oh, beautiful. Okay, I nearly died there. Did you get that on film? Yeah. I think I go there. That sounds kind of shit on this.
Ah, you got Misty? That looks recognizable. That looks a bit like Misty. I don't know why. Sorry, I do have the book with Misty in it. I could have looked that up. I'm sorry. E flat major 9. B flat minor 7. B flat minor. What inversion do I want to do here? But I will do this another time. I think I want to. I do really like Misty, but I kind of just want to go through this is a bit kind of going off topic. I want to go through all of the stuff relating to this video. There's the last thing I want to cover, and then we can kind of open it up for questions and do some fun stuff and whatever you guys want. And that is the animation, because some people have been asking me like, how did you do this, or how does that work? Did you use a filter? And it's like, there's not a filter for this. If there is, that would be cool, actually. That would make my life a lot easier. But from my experience, there is no filter. The answer is, of course, After Effects, which might not be able to open right now. I wonder. How are the teams doing? Let's have a look. Pretty good. Pretty good. Keep it up, guys. There's one file is missing. Oh, my life. My life. Okay, well, I'm just going to go down here so that you guys can't see me. And log myself in. What is my password? Thanks for trying. I didn't try. You do not have to say thanks for trying. I really didn't. There is I will send you a video of me playing it with Paul, because I played Misty with Paul once. Passwords? Adobe password, please. If anyone figures out my password by looking at my hands, you're a genius, and you deserve to be in my Adobe account. Okay. We're in. Finally. So, what are we looking at? I don't need this. We have our composition. I'm going to turn this to quarter because my computer will not be able to handle it. What if someone has the super hearing ability to figure out your email and password by the typing noises? Yeah, that would be like you deserve to be in my account. Like that's incredible. DC superhero. Yeah. Password man. Keyboard man. Whatever his name would be. So, how does all of this shit work? So there are a few interesting things in this project. The first is the zoom. The second is, I don't know if people have noticed that. Maybe I always spend way too much time on details that nobody cares about. The second cool thing is that the lights on the Scarlett react to the song. Track 1 is drums. Track 2 is bass. Track 3 is keys. Track 1 is drums, track 2 is bass, track 3 is the keys, and track 4 is all of the vocals.
There, anywhere, find me with a smile. Brown hair, the shortest there, find me. Won't take a while.
Isn't that cool? I'm proud of myself for figuring that out. That took a while to do. So little details like that, I love doing that. That's my favorite thing to waste hours on. And so how do we put all that together? Well, let's talk about the zooming first. So the way we do that is, of course, with a 3D composition. So in After Effects, you have loads of layers, and you can set where those layers are in 3D space, and then you can create a camera that can move in and out. If I switch to a custom view here, we can see, oh god, that's not what I wanted to do. We can see, why is this, orbit, sorry. We can see the different elements we have. We have, all the way at the back, we have the Mandelbro just background. Then we have the table. And these are all flat, by the way. You can see that like they don't have like any real depth, and even the shadow of the the shadow of the microphone is just part of the Scarlett. And so you have all of those elements, and if you see from the side here, you'll also see something interesting. Right over there, if I zoom in. Now I have to switch to Z tool. If I zoom in right over there. Why do I always pick the wrong tool? Orbit. I'm not the best at After Effects. But back there, you have this hidden layer which is the inside, technically inside of the microphone. And in the beginning, like if we look, whoa, okay, that's not a great idea. But if I scroll to the beginning of the video, you can see that right there. That's the camera, and so the camera started out right over there. The camera is in between the two, and this C414 has transparency. Like you can look through the texture. And the video just zooms out from the inside of that texture all the way out. So if we go back to the main camera, that ends up looking like this, and you get lots of this cool 3D effect, right? Did I draw the original art? No, the original art was drawn by Makar X Art, who is very, very cool, and she makes loads of stuff. Let me show you some of the stuff that she's made. Here, you can follow her, Makar X Art with 2 T's. And right now she's going for like more realistic style things. She's experimenting a bit. And you can see there's way more detail in this. Earlier on, when I first started working with her, she was doing, this kind of stuff. Where you've got texture, you've got the kind of comic printing techniques. Really, really cool in a sense. And there, she even drew the Space Echo. How beautiful. And so I commissioned her to do all of the artwork, and she's very fun to work with, and I think made a lot of cool things. So I didn't do any of the graphics. She gave me those, and I split them up into layers and then used them. So we understand that all of these are just 3D layers and you can zoom in a lot. That's fine. But hold on a second. If this is crisp, if this is not pixelated, how big are these images? How big are these files that we're looking at? Because if this is 1,000 pixels, right? These 3 little things are 1,000 pixels. Then to make it not, then we're talking here about maybe 100,000 pixels. Like this, if you would do this in a naive way, it would be the biggest images ever. Like you wouldn't be able to do that naively. And so what you end up having is all of these are pretty much a normal resolution. And then just the one portion of the microphone that we care about, that I've manually like scaled up and then added new detail to it to make it crisp and make it detailed. And then I scaled that up again, and in there I've added new details that I then adding more information so that it appears that there's so much detail in this imagery, even though the original image is probably not that big. So a lot of the work of making infinite zooms is you have to make maybe 4 or 5 different versions of the same image, zoomed in multiple times, and creating lots of detail inside those images. And then you can stack them on top of each other, and it will kind of work seamlessly in After Effects. And yeah, that's kind of the zooming effect. What are people saying? That's a cool trick. I'm proud. Hello there. Oh, dude, I didn't even think of that. That's nuts. There's mold in your AKG, bro. Yeah, it's a bit dirty in there. There's a lot of like random shit going on. Also, if I wanted to be more realistic, maybe I should have put like the actual golden capsule that you see inside the microphone. But that would be, Also, if you look at the mesh is not actually the kind of mesh that Olia, that Makar drew. From the side here, I could see the capsule. It would be very cool if we came out of the capsule, but I haven't. It's not perfectly realistic, but I do like that it's kind of this weird mix where it's kind of realistic in some ways, and it's not realistic in others. For example, that all of the lights are functioning as if this was actually connected. I like adding those kinds of realism to that kind of realism to something that's not actually that's a comic, that's not realistic. So there you go. That's some of the work that went into the lyric video. I think I'll leave it at that. Yeah, it's Chrissy Crossy, exactly. So, what do you guys want to do? Let's do maybe 20 more minutes. Discuss some stuff. Play some things. play some things. Whatever else, really. What do you guys want to do? The puzzle video is the one that impressed me the most. Well, that one is pretty insane. Without exaggerating, I was working on that for probably 6 weeks to make all of that. Record some more loops. Yeah, why not? Let's do some loops. I finally set up my MIDI keyboard, which is kind of makes producing a lot easier. Keyscape. Let's do things in Keyscape. They've got some great pianos too. And let's go pianos. Super dark one, dark score. There's something infinitely, there's something so great about just dominant sevens. Then what do I want to change? Do a barrel roll. Record some bass. Do I have my bass? No, my friend stole my bass. I don't have bass. Do you think that you will be doing a song that's not all your usual style, like completely different? Through real tape machine, real tape saturation. Yeah, I'm down to do that. I'm down to do... I can't do it on the live show because my bass is gone. But I would like to do... the next thing I'm going to do is recording drums with Paul on tape. Completely on tape. And see how that goes. So that's the next challenge. I want to make a video about that, and perhaps to fit that well into a full song, also record all of the other parts on tape. But maybe not committed to that it all has to be confined to the tape machine, but that I can record 4 tracks on one tape of drums, digitize that, and then 4 tracks of something else, and digitize that and match them up and have more tracks. But just to get the sound of the tape and use it during the recording process, I would like to try that. So yeah, the bass sounds so good for the 4-track. I do this a lot nowadays. When I'm mixing bass, I will just do a tape wash. I'll just run it through the tape machine, record it back in, and use that. And it's a really great way to get a good bass sound, especially when the bass is recorded on bad preamps or it's a bit shrill. You can get so much more quality out of it. I'll show you very briefly pick up where that was my mixing technique was like that. Where is it? Pick up, Marianne, pick up the phone. So, let's just quickly look at the bass. 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 All of this has been tape washed. Can I see the hidden... there's a lot of tracks. Oh, God. Well, just this is whatever came out of the tape. That's quite quiet. Let's go to this actual part. So I wanted that kind of slappiness. It rounded it out. The attack is very nice on it. Just great great little, great way of producing for bass. This is the pre-master, like it's very dark. On Spotify, it's mastered quite differently by Philip. But the bass is quite low in that track actually. But anyway, very fun technique. Whenever now I'm stuck with a track that I like, a recording that I can't mix so well, I'm just like, I just put it through tape and see if it sounds any better, and if it doesn't, then I reverse. But oftentimes it does sound better. So it's a great tool. It's a fun tool. Also feels great. The whole nostalgia of it is fantastic. Tape wash is a term that I picked up somewhere. Tape wash means you have your recording and it's as if you're washing it in tape. You put it into tape. What you get back is like a tapeified version of the recording. You'll get the hiss back. You'll get the saturation, all of the effects of tape. You call that a tape wash. It's because you're not actually recording on tape. Your process is a digital process, but you pull stuff out of your DAW, you put it into the analog, and then you pull it back in, and that's like giving it a wash. That's why, hence tape wash. Yeah, that's exactly it. Anyway, other cool ideas for people to try out. If you don't have an acoustically good room, consider recording everything outside. Good shit. Also another thing, mid-side.
Baby, please pick up
This
the
thing.
phone. Call me on the number by the telephone.
Really cool way to record stereo is with mid-side. If you have a microphone that has a figure 8 polar pattern, you'll need that, the figure 8 thing. If you have that, try mid-side recording. Look it up. It's really cool. I love it. Great for stereo stuff. Works good on drums. Works good on choirs or like wide stuff. Works kind of good on pianos. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll leave it at that. Oh man. So I think I'll leave it at that for now. I will make one final reminder to everyone that they have to join the Discord. Since last week, I've built this Discord community. You can join the server. You can. I want to get as much discussion going there about music that people like, music that people listen to, recommendations, as well as people dropping in stuff that they're producing, stuff that they're working on. Right now, let me just open this up again and show you. I'll try and link it somewhere. I'll copy it in. Oh, it's great to see that some people have come in from the live stream. That's amazing. We have a few channels that are open to everyone. Music making channel. People are dropping in some really cool songs in here, and it's a great, like, very welcoming community. And I'll be dropping all of my song ideas and when I'm working on them in here. Let me really quickly copy that link in again. If I can, I'll quickly drop in a link in the chat. Or if anyone else could, yeah, I'll add it to all my popular videos. See you, man. Take care. After the live stream is over, let me copy it in now. It's very important that people catch this. Okay. There you go. That's the link to join the Discord. Join the Discord. We have the music making channel where people can share the stuff that they're working on. We have music recommendations where people, including myself, just self-promoting. Oh no, someone else posted this. Okay, that's fine. Where people are posting stuff that they're listening to. This was really cool. I love Supreme. Join us if you're excited about music. And we cannot forget the Stream Teams competition. Let me put that back on the screen. So what's going on in the community right now is a little competition, a little challenge, a community building exercise that also happens to help my streaming numbers. And the way it works is we have 4 teams. We have Noodle Barbecue Salad over there. Let me change it to... We have Noodle Barbecue Salad in first place right now. That's team 1. We have Always More Bullshit. We have Concrete Gang. And we have The Elite. And how this works is these teams are... Whenever they stream the music that I've put out on Spotify, their points go up. And these are the combined streams that they've done. Whichever team gets the most streams in the next 9 days, this ends next Sunday, will win a couple different prizes. And if you join the Discord and tell me you want to be part of a team, I can put you in and you can, well, stand a chance to win one of these prizes and help out the team. And I think it's very fun. And it's crazy how much people have already streamed. Like, I think just in over the course of this live stream, Noodle Barbecue Salad has got like 100 or 200 more streams. So they are crazy. Crazy, you guys. I believe in you. I also believe that the Elite have to get their game on. And they have to win as underdogs. I'm not biased. I think they all have to try their best, and I will encourage all of them. And good luck to all of them. Is one of the prizes my Tascam? No! You can't have my Tascam. I'll tell you the prizes. So there's 2 prizes. I've ordered from a company loads and loads of blank cassette tapes. And I will be sending out to every member of the winning team the album that I'm in the process of releasing before it comes out with a special message, homemade. Like I'll record it with. I'll have to make the tapes with the Tascam, and I'll be sending those out, so everyone receives this album on tape, which I think is very, very nice, and it's kind of a way of saying thank you in the most Mandelbro way, and. In addition to that, the whole team is invited onto a Zoom call where we co-write the team's winning anthem. Whether that's like a diss track against the other teams or it's some kind of confident display of victory or whatever it is, we will make a diss track or anthem that then can go on YouTube. So it's a song, it's building a community, and it's getting an album. Those are the prizes. If that sounds fun, join the Discord. The link is in the chat. And tell me, DM me, like, hey, I want to be part of it. And I will add you to one of these teams. I am dead from all of this talking. So I'm going to leave you guys. I will wait for a few more questions if there are any. And then I'm going to nod off. Let's give it another go, the new song. Take care.
Out there, anywhere, find me.
Yeah, thanks for coming
With a
around.
smile.
I'll see what I can do with some bass tape experiments in
Brown
the
hair,
future.
the short is there, find me.
Take care, man.
Take a while. 'Cause I'm down easy, exactly as you like. Babe. Won't be needy, just call me. I don't bite. You know it's right, babe. 'Cause you know you change. The love will stay the same. And when you go, your love can bring you home. With some headphones, Scarlet, and a 414, I'll be alright. I'll be alright. Don't need no online social activity to keep me on her mind. In between maybes, daydreams, and ladies, I'm sure I'll find the time.